sometimes we tend to feel, and that's okay. Because feelings are feelings. They're gonna come and they're gonna go. But I'm understanding like why I felt that way, and instead of being like down about feeling that way and like staying on it, I'm understanding like it was for a greater purpose. Like, had I not gotten so low, I don't know, it's like, hey, had I not gotten so low, I wouldn't have been able to see like things from a certain point of view and a certain angle, which is deep, because like, yeah, I feel a lot of times like we try and shoot away like bad feelings, or I guess negative energy, or just like low space or low vibrations, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna go gravitate towards things like that. But at the same time, when things naturally occur like that, it's to give you a different point of view, so you can see a different, see things from a different angle. Like, okay, because had you been up here, you wouldn't have got the same message. Had you, know what I'm saying? Like, a child's gonna see, and that makes so much sense. Like, why it's important to return back to, as you get older, make sure you can tap into your childish mannerisms and ideals and things. Because had a kid seen like a certain thing going down, they would have been like, okay, I gotta give an example, make it make sense. A kid, he's playing in the yard at the edge of the road, and then he's not at the edge of the road, but he's playing in the yard, and his ball, it happens to roll down to the edge of the road. And he's like, oh dang, let me go get this, because I don't want it to actually end up in the road. Not paying too much attention to like just how close or what's coming. And a parent is looking from in the kitchen, watching the kid play outside, looking from in the kitchen, and they see a car coming, and like the kid knows, oh, I'm not supposed to go on the road, and he's thinking, well, let me go get this ball before it goes in the road, so I don't get in trouble for going in the road. And then the parent is like, he's going towards the road, a car is coming, he's trying to avoid that road, but the parent is trying to avoid him even like, they on the same type of timing, but they seeing it from different levels. I got lost in the sauce a little bit too much there, but I hope y'all understand what I mean. Same type of timing, but two different levels. And like, that's like important to like how like just emotions and energy and how we view things. Cause sometimes you gotta go down to a low level to see something, but it's the innocence of that, You may not see the danger, but not even the danger, but we may not see the overall picture from just, the child's perspective or the parent's perspective. And so sometimes we gotta go through different channels to really see different pictures and get different perspectives. And instead of like getting down on ourselves, like embrace that and embrace it enough to be like, okay, I learned something from this, or I can learn something from this. It all happens for a reason. Things happen for a reason, but do you understand that reason? Or how do you go about understanding that reason? What you're going through? Sometimes, yeah. It's okay to get close to the road. As long as you don't get in it, you don't get hit. And if you are in it, you don't get hit. Man. hope that made sense to somebody. I really do. I really, really do. I'm trying to tend to these plants here. I'm gonna be like 100% honest with you guys. I'm intermediate at best. This is beginner level. But we're working here. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I got the kid goggles on right now. I know I have the scissors in my hand, but I have the kid goggles on. These aren't even a regular pair of scissors. See, example one. I want to call these are like clippers. Not scissors, but clippers. Same difference. Professional development, but we had a guest speaker, and you know what he said was dope today. It was going along with like a lot of things that I've been thinking about, and like just really focusing on and like seeing like for what it is more, I guess you would say, as far as like the environment that we're living in, how we're taking care of it, if we're taking care of it, and how it's supposed to take care of us. But this don't take care of us, but we don't take care of it. I feel like oftentimes we forget that we just exist, but we don't coexist like animals with the plants. It's like we exist. Our human presence, we matter. We are supreme beings. Like, you know, how are we coexisting? Like, what are we doing for the environment? What are we allowing the environment to do for us? Are we listening to its cries and its calls? You know, like, imagine if the earth was a person. The earth, in a sense, we know it's living. Because we're living on it. We can't live on something that's dead. That's just not, that don't make sense. So the earth is a person, and people come, and people like, imagine the earth is you, and people come, and people kick you, they pull out your hair, they take your babies, and they offer right in front of you. They live with you. These are the people that live with you. They do this right in front of you. You're a human. Like, you're like, there's no way. Like, where's the sympathy? Where's the respect? Where's the mutual understanding? You know? And then, in a large sense, that's what we're doing, whether we realize it or not. And a lot of times I'm learning, like, you can hurt somebody in ways that you won't even realize until, like, they speak up and they say something. Like, if you're not in tune to understand, if you're not in tune to sit down and listen and pay attention to, like, not just what it is they're saying, but why, or how they're acting. Like, okay, well, why? And you won't get it. And like, as people, I know everyone has experienced that at some point. Like, people don't understand me, aren't listening. They don't get it. I feel like that's how the earth feels. That's how we're making it feel. The gentleman, he was talking about like just like different things. Like me recently, I've been trying to play my part. I've been detoxing my body. You know what I'm saying? Making a life change. So I'm no longer eating meats or any animal products. It's just like that sort. And it's like, yeah, these are fun topics that we hear about it, but I don't know, especially like my age group, like we hear about it, but how much are we really, what are we doing to stop it? What are we actively doing in our day-to-day lives, not just when it's convenient or a plus goes viral, but what are we doing in our day-to-day lives to sustain the earth in which we live on? You know, because the earth, the earth is a person, you know? How would you feel if you aren't being sustained? And in a lot of cases, like, the lives that are, the ideas of the dream life is not sustainable as people and or for the planet. Like the things that we look up to and try to embody and amplify, and that is like of excellence in our culture, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable for us mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or for the earth mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. But we don't just tune in. I don't understand that. And it's infuriating. Honestly, it's infuriating. We should and we need to hold ourselves to a higher standards. And as a young person, I'm speaking to everyone, but especially our younger people too. As a child, all I heard growing up was, y'all are the future. Y'all are the future. But it's disheartening when we look at this, our future, and this is the things that we do, like the way of life that is normalized and idealized. And it took me getting here to really see that. Like at first I was like, why did I end up here? Like, but it was for a reason. And this isn't like no disrespect is intended. It's something that I'm realizing in myself as well as other people in the world around me, and how I cooperate with the world, and how I live to sustain the world, how we live to sustain the world. You gotta look inside in order to see the reflection of what's outside. And I don't think we're spending enough time looking inside what's really inside. And if we are, sometimes you gotta clean up what's inside. You ever just go a long time just cluttered without cleaning your room, and you're like, I know I have to clean my room, but I'm gonna put it off because I just don't have time. But we gotta make the time to clean out our rooms, clean out our insides, so we can see what is outside. What is causing the harm inside? What is causing the pollutants? What's causing the death? What's causing the decaying, the degradation, the toxicity, all of that? And it's what's outside, but what outside is, it comes in. There was a quote from Shark Tale. I remember seeing it and I was like, huh. It just always stuck with me. Like, I always loved that movie. That was a dope movie. And it's a very common quote. And it is, or it says, you are what you eat. You are what you consume. And like, holding ourselves responsible for what we consume? Are we holding ourselves responsible for what we consume? And that's not just on an eating standpoint, but mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, internally, externally. Like, what are we consuming? What are we putting on? What are we putting in us? How is this making us better? Is it making us better, or is it making us sick? We talk a lot about, I have a quote, I'll read it off later because I don't want to mess it up, but it's along the lines of talking about generational wealth. But what wealth are we making for our children in the coming years if we continue to operate in the ways that we are, in sickness, in death, in toxicity, in ignorance, in disillusion? We gotta retrain and reteach ourselves, starting with ourselves. We gotta genuinely love ourselves. You can leave back money for your family, and we're all due cause, but what's money if you have a dying and decaying earth? Despite what people say and what they're doing in the media and with AI and all these things, you can't buy a life. You can't buy emotions. You can't buy spirituality. You can't buy a mentality. These are the things that you create within, that you harness within. This is what makes us human. How are we treating this human? Are we treating this human humanely? What are we doing for our health? What are we doing for our mental well-being? What are we doing for our spirituality? What are we doing to allow our light to shine? How is our light shining? I said the other day, like, we focus on people's colors and not how they're coloring. How are we interpreting how we're coloring? You know, what different kind of lights and darks are we using? I hope this makes sense. How are we choosing to shine our light? What type of light are we shining? Are we showing our true identity, or are we just going along with what seems right, what is trending, what is hype at the moment? What gets the most eyes? Because often than not, that's not often, but more often than not, that is not the prize. And if that is the prize, what are we consuming to make us think that? Are we being true to our genuine self? Are we listening to our humanity? Are we looking on the outside? What vices are we giving into? Why? Explore why. I used to say, do the shadow work, understand why, what it is. That's causing that. We gotta get back to healing, and not just internally, and we need to do it outside. And not just while it's convenient and it feels good. Do it when you're going through something. That's when it's the strongest at work. That's why you're going through something. It's there to break you down. Use that to build you up. This is the generational wealth that we should be spreading. Things that will sustain us. Not our pockets, not just our pockets, not just our stomachs, not just our mental or emotional appetite, our spiritual appetite. It's not all about the glam, the being fitted down, and chasing a bag. That bag is running from you for a reason. Why are you chasing the bag? I just got a painting idea. So I'm gonna do some kids running after a bag, but the bag is running away and it's going back to Mother Earth, because essentially this byproduct, the things that we buy for materialism or consumerism's sake, for our vanity, it's just going back to Mother Earth. Essentially, that's where it came from. That's what we really want. If we really break it down, that's what we want. These materialistic things that sustain us, it comes from Mother Earth, but how are we consuming it? How are we getting it? How are we prioritizing it? Are we just, can we go to source? I'm sorry. Can we go to source? Talk of a source. No. We talk of wokeness, but they sleep and slumber from day to dawn. What is it that's really going on? I'm gonna get back to clipping these plants though. Done it, so I'm gonna speak on it. I see the issue, so I'm gonna speak on it. We being too nice. We being too nice about the wrong stuff. The stuff that is harmful to us. Because it's easy. No, it's not easy. It's not gonna be easy when we sitting here dying. When we are sitting here dying, you're watching family members go, and they don't have to. They don't have to. They shouldn't. We speak of the slavery from, 400 years ago? If even that long. We are actively being enslaved. And we just have this shadow of freedom following behind us, taunting. You can see it, but you can't grasp it. You're not in it. It's in you, but you're not in it. Like, you think about the clothes that we wear. Like, if they're not natural fabrics, how is that rejuvenizing your body? How is that charging your body? Because everything comes down to a charge. It's in science. spirituality is in our mentality. It's in us. Are we thinking about the ways in which these things are getting to us? Amazon's cool, or buying stuff and getting it next day is cool. But what had to die, or what was sacrificed for it to get to your doorsteps? Where did those boxes come from? Where were those boxes made out of? Where were those boxes returned? Where is that plastic returning to? What is it feeding? What did it feed? No plants growing right now. Grow something. Grow something. No excuse. Start by growing something. Don't stop there though. Go tell your homie to grow something. Grow your homie a plant. That's love. That's love. Share of a video ain't nothing. If you can't grow your homie a plant, can that be like the new bro, I grew you a plant. I just ran with clippers, bro. I just grew you a plant. Like, that's love. Imagine if you were having a terrible sucky day and your friend came and said, I grew you a plant. Like, even if you're not a plant person, that's touching your heart. They took the time out to take soil or get soil or buy soil somewhere and sit there and plant something or just tend to it and water. That's love. That's love. They tended to it, and bro, I'm going. If you my homie, expect a plant. Expect a plant. Grow a plant for a stranger, your neighbor. That's love. We passing each other down on the road. We looking at our phones. We got AirPods on, headphones on, just in tune, locked out. Go grow something. And if you're already growing something, props. I can't be mad at you. You're doing your thing. If you are growing something, share something. If you're already sharing something, bro, you get a golden star. Go give yourself a golden star. Do it again. Go teach somebody else to do it again. Oh my goodness. Bro, oh my goodness, that would just warm my heart. Don't just look at it in nature, bring it inside, because that's what's inside. You ever wonder why so much music and different things come out in the summer? Maybe it's because it's when we're most charged. So that's when when we're most charged. So to distract. When we're most charged, they have to distract. So they set out to distract. Come on now. We're electrical beings. We got all the plants, all the strawberries, all the fruits, all the watermelons, all these things going in the summer. The sun beaming on us, so we're constantly getting charged. What are we putting inside of ourselves while we're charging? Is that reflective? Is that conducive? How is that charging us? Come on now, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. We gotta see for ourselves. We gotta test things for ourselves. If it's not working, change it. If you're not where you want to be or you know you can be, or holding yourself up to the standard in which you should be, and which amplifies what you are, which is a light, change it. Turn it on. Turn it on. Please. Do it for you. Do it for your kids to come. Read a book. We like to say we don't like to read. If you're online scrolling, you're reading captions, comments, taglines, all that all day. We're constantly reading music. Everything in which we conceive and which we view, we're reading. It's the matter of how you're reading. If you don't want to read the words, go look at the pictures. Go look at the real things. Not just the pictures of things, but understand what is that telling me? What happened here? Come on. Do it for you. You say, oh, they're miseducating the children, but how are you educating yourself so you can do better, so you can teach them, so you can pass on generational wealth? Come on. I'm looking around because my mind is going. I gotta keep moving. When I stand still, it's like my mind isn't still, so I can't. I gotta reflect. I gotta move. Go move your body. Come on, love yourself. They're not gonna do it for you. I guarantee you that. They're not gonna do it for you. Or not in the way in which you know you deserve to be loved. Come on. Come on. You know you've been getting some loving lately and you like, I don't even want it like that. Like, can you be a little sweeter? Can you be a little more nurturing? If you know they can't do it, you know McDonald's not good for you. Why are you feeding that to yourself? That's not how you want to be loved. That don't make you feel good. All the other places too, all the other things too. Pay attention to how you're loving yourself. Make a log. I gotta do this too. It's my homework.